and the success of each and every graduate here today. Preceding the class of 2018 are our dedicated counselors who have all been instrumental as individuals and as a team in supporting the educational plans and success of each graduate here today. Please join me in recognizing our Sioux High counselors, Mrs. Maribel Arroyo, Mr. Mike Briney, Ms. Brenda Chavez Casas, Mr. Marco Garcia, Ms. Nancy Garcia, Ms. Elizabeth Wangsin Garcia, and Ms. Elena Vallejo Paez. At this time, the Sweetwater Concert Band, under the direction of Ms. Elisa Van Ginkle, will begin the processional. Please stand and join me in welcoming the class of 2018. I would like to invite Senior Class President Lorena Rojas to the podium to lead us in the presentation of colors and flag salute.
Distinguished guests, parents, friends, faculty, and graduates, as president of the class of 2018, I welcome you to our graduation ceremony. At this time, I ask that you please stand and remove your hats and head coverings for the presentation of the colors by the Sweetwater High School MCJROTC Color Guard. Under the direction of Chief Warrant Officer Gerald Foran, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem. Please place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem sung by the senior band and choir assembled.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Please remain standing as we retire the colors. Thank you. You may now be seated.
At the heart of Sweetwater High School is a rich diversity that is reflected in the many languages spoken within our community. To honor and represent all who are with us today, I am proud to present the Class of 2018 International Student Greeters. Greeting our guests in English, Ulisa Isley.
Good evening, parents, friends, staff, and honorary guests. Welcome to Sweetwater High School's commencement ceremony for the class of 2018.
Greeting our guests in Spanish, Daniela Rosales.
Buenas tardes, padres de familia, amigos, facultad e invitados de honor. Bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación para la clase del 2018 de la preparatoria Sweetwater.
Greeting our guests in Tagalog, Jasper Bagsig.
Magandang hapon po sa mga magulang, kaibigan, kawani, at mga kagalang-galang na panauhin. Maligayang pagdating po sa seremonya ng pagtatapos ng mataas na paaralan ng Sweetwater para sa klase ng ika-2018 taon.
Greeting our guests in Tigrinya, Hannah Mesvin.
كما يقولكم ولدي يا إركتي سرعتنا إن أقاشا إن قاعد دحن متاهم now Sweetwater High School's commencement بعد ممرتع in the class of 2018.
Thank you, students. At this time, it is my honor to introduce our honored guests. Please stand and be recognized. Representing the Sweetwater Union High School District Board of Trustees, President of the Board, Mr. Arturo Solis. Representing the Sweetwater Union High School District, Superintendent Dr. Karen Janney. Assistant Superintendent Ana Maria Alvarez. Principal of Granger Junior High School, Arturo Montaño. Representing the City of National City, Mr. Mayor Ron Morrison. Vice Mayor, Mr. Albert Mendeville. Council Member, Ms. Mona Rios. And Council Member, Ms. Alejandra Sotelo Solis. And seated on the field as our graduating seniors, we have National City Princess Destiny Munoz and National City Princess Roxana Bracamontes. Representing the National City School District Board of Trustees, we have Board President Ms. Maria Bencourt Castañeda, Board Member Ms. Barbara Avalos, Board Member Mr. Brian Clapper, Board Member Ms. Maria Dala, Board Member Ms. Alma Sarmiento, and also representing the City of National City, we have Clerk Mr. Mike Dala. And representing the Suhai Foundation Board of Directors, Executive Director, Mrs. Martha Juarez, class of 1995. And Board Member, Mrs. Alejandra Sotelo Solis, class of 1997. On behalf of our Suhai family, thank you for joining us today. Once again, proof that the National City community comes together to celebrate our students' success. At this time, I want to take a moment to honor our brave soldiers currently serving overseas and ask those in attendance today who are either active duty, reserve, or veterans from our armed forces to stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service to our country. If you are a Suhai alumnus, please stand and be recognized and join me in repeating the phrase we all know and love, once a devil, always a devil. At this time, I would like to acknowledge and thank our Sweetwater High School retirees. We want to extend our gratitude for their years of service to our school, Mr. Ben Castle, Mr. Steve Jensen. Mr. Castle, please stand and be recognized. Mr. Castle graduated in 1972 from Hilltop High School. He served in the U.S. Air Force from 1997 to 1981 as an air and ground refueling specialist serving on Okinawa and Washington State. He taught for 6 years before coming to Sweetwater District. Mr. Castle worked in alternative education for 16 years in independent studies and individualized instruction, the home and hospital program, gang intervention, and the pregnant minors and teen mothers programs. He transferred to Sioux High in 2003. Mr. Castle directed 31 plays at Sioux High, including That One True Thing. He was Teacher of the Year for Sioux High in the district in 2012. Mr. Castle has also served as a representative on the Sweetwater Education Association. Thank you, Mr. Castle, for your many years of service to our students. Mr. Jensen, please stand and be recognized. Steve Jensen started teaching in 1986 at Chula Vista High School, where he taught chemistry and physical science. After 1 year, he moved to Sweetwater High School in 1987 and stayed there for 31 years. During that time, he taught chemistry, physical science, life science, and integrated science. Recently, he served as a PLC lead and science fair judge and worked on developing the new NGSS curriculum for chemistry. He will miss his Red Devil family, but he hopes to have more time to enjoy theater, music, reading, and traveling. Thank you, Mr. Jensen, for your many years of service to our students. It is also my honor and privilege to introduce Sioux High's Teacher of the Year, Ms. Sesha Haynes. Ms. Haynes, please stand and be recognized. Ms. Sesha Haynes was selected as Teacher of the Year by her colleagues. Ms. Haynes is not only an excellent teacher, she is also our cheer coach, a track and field coach, and the advisor for the class of 2018. Thank you and congratulations, Ms. Sesha Haynes. Class of 2018, congratulations on this very special day. It is my privilege and honor to address you on your graduation day. You're probably already recalling all of the wonderful times, memories, and experiences you've had at Sweetwater, and I hope you know we all acknowledge the great contributions you have made to our school. The class of 2018 earned over $1.4 million in scholarships and grants. That is a wonderful investment toward your future education. Sioux High administered more than 1,500 AP exams this year. Our visual and performing arts groups, such as advanced dance, baile folklorico, art, theater production, choir, band, and mariachi, have given us exceptional performances this last year. And finally, our health and fire science, welding, and engineering academies have made remarkable strides within our school and community. Each of you sitting out there have made your mark at Sweetwater High School, and I hope you're proud of the legacy you leave behind. I do want to remind you, though, that although you are graduating, it does not mean we won't continue to help you. Sweetwater High School is known for having strong ties to the community. Each of us are Red Devils, and this means we're all part of the wonderful Sioux High family. We cheer for each other during memorable moments, and we are also there through the difficult times. No matter what happens, we will always be here to support you, and graduating today does not change that level of support. Congratulations, class of 2018. You are Red Devils for life, and you are always welcome in your home, Sweetwater High School. I love each and every one of you. Thank you. At this time, we will recognize California Scholarship Federation chapter at Sweetwater High School. The 80 students in white gowns and gold vestments have been awarded the designation of Seal Bearer in the California Scholarship Federation, the state's oldest honor society established in 1921, whose mission serves to recognize students who attain the highest academic standards. Will the 49 students who have attained Seal Bearer status with 4 semesters of membership stand and be recognized? Congratulations. You may be seated. 31 members of the class of 2018 have attained CSF's most prestigious rank of highest honor Seal Bearer, achieving scholastic excellence for all 6 semesters. Please stand and be acknowledged for your pursuit of excellence. Thank you. You may be seated. I also want to acknowledge that our Sioux High family had a great loss earlier this school year. Our beloved teacher, Mrs. Laura Charles, passed away. Mrs. Charles will forever be remembered as a dedicated teacher who cared about all students and their well-being. I know she is here with us now in spirit. And at this time, I would like to ask for a moment of silence as we remember Mrs. Laura Charles. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to call to the podium our salutatorian for the class of 2018, Mr. Luis Duarte. Luis graduates with a cumulative GPA of 4.52 and will be attending Stanford University in the fall. Luis will major in mechanical engineering. Luis, I know that I speak on behalf of your teachers, counselors, and peers when I say you are admired for your hard work, dedication, and sacrifice in striving to achieve stellar academic achievement throughout your high school career. As salutatorian, you continue a legacy of greatness that only a small number of Sioux High graduates have earned. Luis, please accept this medal that symbolizes your commitment and dedication to achieving this stellar academic accomplishment. Your classmates, teachers, and family are incredibly proud of you. You may now address your class.
Hello. I'm a little bit nervous, but good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else in the audience. You know, I was already introduced, but I want to let you guys know that I'm Luis Duarte, the class of 2018 Salutatorian, which sounds pretty impressive, but only because the word comes from Latin, and everyone knows that words spoken in a dead language sound pretty elegant and impressive, you know? But the title doesn't mean much. Of course, it's a great honor, and I'm loving the speech, but being the salutatorian is not what I'll be remembered for. I'll be remembered for my grit and my perseverance through the great adversity that I've had in my life, and maybe not for my brains. Well, except for my teachers. I'm sorry, guys. It's all downhill from here. Just kidding. There's some genius underclassmen I've had the pleasure of meeting. But before I continue, I'd like to give a few mandatory thank yous to the people who have made this day happen. So first off, thank you to the teachers, because you guys have shaped us to be who we are today. And it wasn't always academic molding. Even though that's part of your job description, it was the way that you guys helped us mature and blossom into the responsible members of society we wish to become. And you know, some people, Ms. Hall, Ms. Griggs, Ms. Rose, Mr. Riola, Ms. Anderson, Ms. Reimer, you know, there's so many teachers that I'd like to, I mean, all the teachers, obviously. And this is the part where many of my friends would like, you know, name drops. But since I have like too many friends, obviously, there isn't enough time to play favorites. So thank you to all my friends, and thank you to the community that buys ice cream from me, and and the students who buy chips. And thank you to our families, you know. This paper that we are about to receive, which marks a major milestone for many of us, is proof that your sacrifices have been worth it. The love and attention that you guys have given us is all worth it. And so my parents can understand. Papá, mamá, muchas gracias. Gracias a Ricardo y a mi hermano y mis hermanas. Eso fue para ustedes. My gratitude aside, we won't be remembered by how good we performed at school. Teachers won't think back on us and say, oh yeah, I know that kid that didn't turn in that assignment that one time. They'll remember us for who we are as people. They'll remember us for what matters most. And for many of us, that isn't grades. What we will be remembered for and what we should be proud of is our grit and perseverance, which allowed us to get here. That is what that will stay with us for all our lives and what we can still develop. In a couple of years, it won't matter that I was salutatorian, or it won't matter that you were 50 or 200, or even last in the class ranking. What matters is how we applied the lessons that we learned at this school, how we used those people skills to advance, And that's what I want you guys to take away from this. It may not matter what we strictly learn in high school. Perhaps you never use algebra in your daily life. Perhaps you don't need to know how many particles in a mole. 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd, if anyone was wondering, which is an astronomically large number. But what will be applicable is what you learned. Actually, what you gained here at Sweetwater was the perseverance and maybe the charisma to succeed out in the world. You know, I was going to give a speech about the future, what's to come for many of us, the grand college experience and how that will change who we are and give us the freedom to explore our identities. But I decided against it because, for one, I have no idea what college experience is like. My future is a mystery to even me, but also because all of our futures are going to be so different. No one's experience so far has been the same, and no one's future will be the same. For some people, their time at high school is not what will help them succeed in life, and that's entirely okay. So before we begin, I'd like to remind everyone that it isn't all about who we've been or what we've accomplished, but what we will become and what we have yet to accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Luis, and congratulations on this extraordinary achievement. It is my pleasure to call to the podium our valedictorian for the class of 2018, Mr. Isaac Quijas. Isaac achieved an overall GPA of 4.53 and will attend the University of Southern California in the fall. Isaac will major in astronomy. Isaac, I know that I speak on behalf of your teachers, counselors, and peers when I say you are admired for your hard work, dedication, and sacrifice in striving to achieve stellar academic achievement throughout your high school career. As valedictorian, you continue a legacy of greatness that only a small number of Sioux High graduates have earned. Isaac, please accept this medal that symbolizes your commitment and dedication in achieving this prestigious academic accomplishment. Your classmates, teachers, and family are incredibly proud of you. You may now address your class.
Thank you, Ms. Allen. Hello, can you hear me? What's up, my homies? I'm IQ. Before I begin this speech, which technically I have, I'd like to say first and foremost, thanks to the main man, God, for giving me the blessing and the ability to be here and address all my people. Also, exceptional thanks to my parents, who are my #1 supporters, and my siblings, my brother Mauro and sister Stephanie, who always push me to get good grades, grow, and be a better person. I realize that most of you simply do not care what I'm about to say, or can't hear me. It's okay. I'm used to being ignored throughout my whole life, especially by women. Okay, now, my dearest class of 2018, we're here. We're the finest specimen from Sweetwater High School, about to graduate. Give yourself a big round of applause. We are from National City, California, USA, North America, on planet Earth, in the Milky Way galaxy. And look at how much we have changed over the years. We have learned who our true friends are, just in time to go in different directions. We have learned to love, while at the same time deal with the breakups. We have had some of the best times in our lives, and we have survived tremendous losses throughout our 4 years. We have won games, hung banners, raised a huge amount of scholarship money, and yet we have lost people we hold dear. Look at how much we have accomplished and rejoice in the achievements we have garnered, as well as the history the class of 2018 has made on Sioux High. Some people may say we're from the ghetto, but damn it, I love it here. We are better than the rest. Those who have been able to visit other schools have seen that we hold qualities that other schools will never have. We have heart, we have spirit, we are family in the best possible ways. Dysfunctional at times, but filled with love. This would be the moment where I should highlight the important events of the past 4 years. But if you ask me, I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday. Simply put it, a lot of stuff happened over the last 4 years. As I prepared for this speech, I Googled quotes to sound more intellectual, and I came across a quote I wanted to add to this speech, probably because it was the first one I found. It goes, "Sometimes ending something hurts, but a new beginning is worth the pain." You see the people in white? It may seem like they're superior, but trust me, that's not the case. We are all capable and proficient in our own ways. These people just happen to muster up enough good grades to brag about our graduation, including myself. I'm a proud Latino. Soy orgulloso de mi cultura mexicana y deseo que todos aquí podamos hacer gran y buenas cosas. Para enseñarle a todos que sí se puede y sí podemos venir de la pobreza y ahora ser exitosos. And honestly, love what you do. Love who you are. When you find what your passion is, then you find your purpose and will enjoy life. Don't live life to gain materialistic things. Yes, it's okay to indulge in some pleasures, but at some point, there must be a limit. The one thing I hope is that people are aware of being grateful for the things they have and don't have, because that shapes our way of thinking and appreciation of life. Which brings me to my point of hard work. You don't need to be smart to succeed. All you need is a drive and the willingness to do hard work, and you'll accomplish anything. You are all smart in your unique and various ways. You can do anything. From what I hear, life is going to be tough. So look for a friend whose shoulder you can cry on. Or just cry in the shower where the water running down your face will make the tears unnoticeable. You know I gotta do it. The inevitable shout outs. Thank you to all my teachers and counselors who taught and guided me through my educational life, as well as feeding my wisdom through theirs. Incredible people like Ms. Garcia, Mrs. Reimer, Ms. Rose, Ms. Griggs, the math whiz Ariola, Mrs. Hall, Mr. S. Brown, Mr. Cobian, Mr. Chase, Mr. Howard, Mr. P, Mr. Amezcua, and Mr. Jimenez. Shout out to my academic league people. Also to my brother from another mother, Pharrell. My main boys, Velton, my Filipino bro, Jasper, David, bio boy, Dylan, my boy, Erwin, and especially the lovely ladies from my group, such as Joanna, Jem, Iram, and Rosa. Without my friends who would stay after school with me, go to Saturday school with me, tutoring, and many events, I wouldn't have the greatest successes. Oh, where are my Filipino friends at? Mabuhay! Sorry if I didn't mention your name. I don't want to go on for too long and get stopped by Ms. Gavin. You know who you are. Thanks to all the places I hang out. You were all welcoming and always offered me a place to enjoy my lunches and free time at school. That's one of the amazing things about Sweetwater. It feels like a home and your friends become your family. This group of people is amazing. You guys are all great. You made senior year amazing and fun. So I'd like to end with a little sing-along, if you would join me, co-created by Velton. So when I point to you guys, you're gonna say, "This is Sweetwater." You got it? All right. Singing that alma mater. Making this beat harder. You're gonna need some water. Thank you, and may the force be with you.
Thank you, Isaac, and congratulations once again on your extraordinary achievement. At this time, it is my honor to introduce Mr. Arturo Solis, Sweetwater Union High School District Board Member, who will accept this year's class. Mr. Solis serves as a board member of the board for the Sweetwater District area that encompasses the city of National City and Western Chula Vista. Mr. Solis graduated Salutatorian from high school and attended the University of California, San Diego, where he met his wife, Alejandra. Mr. Solis graduated with a bachelor's degree of science in psychology and was published in behavioral brain research for schizophrenia study he led his senior year. Like many of the students of Sweetwater Union High School District, he was the first in his family to graduate from a university. At Nativity Prep Academy, Mr. Solis is in the classroom every day encouraging students to achieve their goals. Mr. Solis lives in National City, where he is working to help create a stronger school district for his children. Class of 2018, please stand. Mr. Solis, I hereby certify that the students before you have completed all the requirements for graduation as outlined in the Sweetwater Union High School District Board policy. These students are eligible to receive a high school diploma. Students, please be seated.
Thank you, Ms. Gavin. Es un placer de estar con todos ustedes aquí. Felicidades a los graduados y a los familiares que están aquí festejando. Y quiero recordarles que van a tener como media hora para votar cuando lleguen a la casa a las 8 de la noche. Just a public service announcement. You'll have till 8 o'clock to vote today, so on your way home, make sure you stop and vote if you have not voted. On behalf of the Sweetwater Union High School District Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure and honor to accept the Sweetwater High School class of 2018. The fact that you are here in your caps and gowns is proof that you've learned to meet challenges and worked hard to overcome obstacles. These are lessons that will serve you well as you seek your place in this world. The class of 2018 led a campus-wide push for excellence at Sweetwater High that has made your principal, teachers, parents, community, and board members proud. I would also like to acknowledge the important role your parents and family have played in guiding you to graduation. Their efforts, sacrifices, and support made it possible for you to be here today, ready to receive your diplomas. So, Ms. Gavin, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my honor and pleasure to accept the graduating class of 2018. Congratulations. Felicidades.
And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. The awarding of diplomas. I would like to invite our counselors to come forward for the reading of the class roster. Senior Class Advisor, Ms. Sasha Haynes, and Mr. Arturo Solis, please take your place to present the diplomas. As our counselors make their way to the podiums, I would like to call forward those staff members selected as this year's senior favorites. Mr. Eric Esperon, Ms. May Garcia, Mr. Michael Garcia, Ms. Ellen Hall, Mr. Manuel Hermosillo, Ms. Susan Mateo, Mr. Richard Mendiola, Mrs. Deborah Rosenbach, Mr. Stephen Scanlon, and Ms. Luz Zuniga to please stand and take their places along the center aisle to congratulate graduates as they prepare to receive their diplomas. At this time, our CSF students may stand and prepare to make their way up to the podiums.
Hold on. Lorena Rojas.
Jose Estrada.
Luis Manuel Duarte Perez.
Isaac Kikas.
Barbara Rodriguez.
Pharrell Rodriguez.
Isabel Herrera.
Eduardo Ocampo.
Michelle Chavez.
Sebastian Munoz Mesa.
Aurora Nicole Chavez.
Alejandro Ocampo.
Oscar Eduardo Licón.
Eliseo Arriaga Torres.
José Antonio Gaitán.
Christopher Sosa.
May Ella Ebuen.
Raven Denise Tawatau.
Veltsin Rolando Bastien.
Carla May De Vera.
Dylan Sarmiento.
Emma Grace Merisigan.
Gemily Memije.
Angel Christine Gallanosa.
Lester Aspilaga Pimentel.
Vera Marcel Burgos.
Roel Tolosa Cruz Jr.
Rafaela Gachelian.
Danielle Jessica Contreras.
Irene Jem Maxino Dalon.
Ilse Chavez.
Reynalyn Gomez Bondac.
Carolina Ocanas.
Miguel Joseph Tepion.
Leslie Cota.
Roxana Bracamontes.
Joanna May Baluyot.
Jocelyn Adrian Adam.
Andrea Chagoya.
Christopher Garcia.
Irvi Star Key Del Rosario.
Faduma Abdakarim Mohammed.
Adrian Gomez.
Stephanie Lopez.
Cesar Marentes.
Hannah Mesfin.
Gerardo Guzman.
Alexa Acosta Chavez.
Carolina Arriaga.
Mariel Canada de la Cruz.
Ayana Lorraine Hudson.
Alyssa Esconde Sampson.
Celeste Estrada.
Angelica Nicole Minimo.
Vonique Leila Faalogo.
Rio Eli Embroso.
Ariana Nicole Macias.
Apple D. Torres.
Shira Jane Soria Lara.
Ashley Stella Estrada.
Jenica Pontesilia.
Evelyn Michelle Martinez.
Romar Bell.
Rosa Lopez.
Crystal Angelica Sandoval.
Francisco Alberto Agundez.
Warren Bill Walter.
Kenneth Navalta Kayabian.
Stephen Gabriel Capuno.
Areli Sanchez.
Jeremy Pascual Cruz.
Emma Joanna Padilla Zavala.
Philip Toison.
Dorso Sandoval Rosas.
Jarek Lloyd Custodio.
Jocelyn Vega.
John Kevin Telmo.
Coraima Ames.
Darren Tan Bailon.
Nicole Ray Bagalawis.
Angelo Almanzor Fabian.
Nicole Marquez Array.
Jeremy Allen Francia Abil.
Susan Chavez.
Edrel Guillermo Villanueva.
Tomás Eduardo Alvarez.
Bianca Alicia Carbajal.
Nicole Joy Phelps.
Vanessa Lisette Mares.
Reynaldo Nanos.
Joan Amador Uzaraga.
Cindy Marie Pangilinan Kabunan.
Jorina May Marzo Ponce.
Diane Mendoza San Miguel.
Hilario Ruelas.
Joshua Kyle Buxal.
Aaron Isai Alvarez.
Leandra Shane Severin.
Adriana Guillo.
Ana Sofia Carranza Garcia.
Melanie Cristina Mendez.
Maria Victoria.
Miriam Merari Montoya Garcia.
Angie Cardenas Felix.
Alyssa Marie Ramirez.
Shira Faith Chan.
Karen Hernandez.
Dariana Frausto.
Luis Villalobos Jr.
Felicity Modest Fierro.
Christopher Garcia.
Alessandra Torres Rojas.
Daisy Saldaña.
Elisua Abigail Beltran.
Cecilia Perez.
Esmeralda Duran Sanavia.
Zulena Lisette Preciado.
Juvel Mansa Malari.
Cassandra Andrea Cervantes.
Agaton Rick Romanes.
Carla Perez.
Joselito Espiritu Bizarra Jr.
Valeria Tiscareño.
Ero Milen Medina Malari.
Yanis Alejandra Lopez.
Bobby June Chicano.
Mia Damaris Quintana.
George Francisco Vasquez.
Brian de Jesus Razo Morales.
John Marion Trinidad.
Natalie Medina.
Brian Flores Osorio.
Mitzi Briseida de la Torre.
Amalia Consuelo Alduenda.
Sofía Gloria Torres.
Angelica Rodriguez.
José Efraín López.
Marissa Angel Villegas.
Zaira Pérez.
Gracie Bourbon.
Priscila Araujo.
Brianna Nicole Hart.
Leilani Ann Santos.
Trixie Ann Lubid Mar.
Yesenia Ramírez.
Joyce Ruby de la Cruz.
Jennifer Garcia.
Michelle Alexis Lubid Mar.
Robert Jesus Sanchez.
Jason Brian Hoffman.
Manuel Gustavo Villaseñor.
Miguel Ángel Lora.
Roberto Gustavo Chávez.
Noel Bermúdez Crisostomo.
Daniel Eduardo Lozano.
Kevin Minacom.
Jesus Manuel Vega.
Mervik Bumakak.
Eric Joshua Garcia.
Kylene Andrea Pascual Ferreira.
Sebastián Noriega.
Daisy Marie Green.
Junior Rivas Rivera.
Richard Mercado Malixi Jr.
Verania Briseño.
Michelle Ann Adapon.
Aime Julisa Cesena.
Jaslyn Ariel Mireles.
America Zarate.
Valeria Desiree Ortiz.
Yahaira Gomez.
Alan Carrion.
Daisy Kimberly Garcia.
Andrea Mota Blancas.
Heidi Giselle Gim.
Eliuth Lopez.
Evelyn Paula Vega.
Samantha Marcial.
Laura Irene Alvarez Borrego.
Novell Faith Reosonada Dancel.
Jetsabeth Soto Corrales.
Cassandra Beltran.
Enrique Antonio Arvizu.
Iris Alonso.
Juan Antonio Hernández.
Jocelyn Perez.
Julieta Airán Martínez Iníguez.
Carissa M. Garcia.
Cecilia Nikki Crespo Acevedo.
Luis Alberto Pulido de la Rosa.
Franco Emmanuel Gomez.
Andrea Gomez.
Wesley Rodriguez.
Ashley Sanchez.
Carlos Flores.
Jocelyn Bulna.
Luz Casanon.
Jocelyn Lara Palomino.
Anthony Estrada.
Alejandro Garcia.
Sofía Irene Ferrero.
Diego Chavez.
Arlette Vanessa Barrera Núñez.
Kevin Munoz Romero.
Leslie Gabriela Guerrero Espinosa.
Calet Morales Ledesma.
Jessica Perez.
Jehová de Jesús Torres.
Christian Leonardo Dominguez.
Jason Gabriel Lopez.
Isaiah Anthony Fulgham.
Diego Diaz.
Matthew Alexander English.
Leslie Diaz.
Adrian Fernandez.
Frankie Smith Arias.
Brian Anthony Velasquez.
Mariana Llanas Medina.
Rodolfo Pizarro.
Eduardo Bruno Rojas.
Victor Vasquez Hidalgo.
Gerardo Antonio Delgado.
Alejandro Arellano.
Nancy Elizabeth Gutierrez.
Joe Anthony Lomelí.
Michelle Maldonado.
Kevin Isaac Velasquez.
Leslie Karina Nicolas.
Eric James Matthews.
Ashley Beatriz Delgado.
Christian Michael Calvillo.
Adrian Gutierrez.
Marco Sandoval.
Juan Centeno.
Justin Quintanar.
Ian Brandon Mendez.
Gerardo Sanchez.
Jasmine Hernandez.
Juan Pablo Macías.
Mariel Rivera.
Christopher Marzo Rico.
Eileen Ruiz.
Alexa Marcela Rico.
Alyssa Leonor Gonzalez.
Esmeralda Ratcliffe.
Naira Cruz.
Abraham Victor Ramirez.
Ashley Aurora Iverson.
Eileen Grace Sanchez Caringal.
Anthony Mejia.
Yevinia Yvette Costa.
Antonio Bermudez.
Alexander Herrera.
Ayana Brian Sherman.
Wendy Pacheco.
Alejandra Irais Rosales.
Estefania Manriquez Garcia.
Ashley Milady Fernandez.
Aaron J. Santos.
Cindy Garcia.
Priscilla Marie Sandoval.
Areli Yamilet Alcaraz.
Virginia Estefany Garcia.
Billy Janae Fields.
Maria Alejandra Sanchez Torres.
Celia Rocha.
Patricia Alida Gonzalez Valencia.
Elizabeth Stephanie Enriquez Perez.
Jose Maria Orziva.
Angelique Marie Caroline Rodriguez.
Ulysses Ramirez.
Andrea Gallegos.
Dalila Campos.
Filiberto Jimenez Garcia.
Trini Elvira Roybal.
Alexis Gonzalez Aguayo.
Isabel Angelica Garza.
Elisa Danielle Lozano.
Rico Gabriel Jr.
Brandon Andrew Reyes.
Jasper Baxic.
Jasmine Regalado.
Don Henley Fernandez Trinidad.
Jocelyn Garcia.
Gilberto Diaz Medina.
Saúl Vizcara Rodriguez.
Jocelyn Sarai Martinez.
Jamie Estrada.
Jacqueline Luna Gomez.
Kaylee Shantavang.
Destiny Munoz.
Karina Isabel Mendoza.
Michelle Elisa Gonzalez.
Isa Gonzalez.
Erica Almuete.
Priscilla Marie Gallegos.
Manar Youssef.
Miriel Rose Chan Baluyot.
Vanessa Janae George.
Alondra Porfirio.
Adriana Mota Leon.
Bianca Guadalupe Jimenez.
Paola Victoria Corona.
Beatriz Guadalupe Carvajal Baraza.
Clarisa Jocelyn Ayala.
Jocelyn Renee Salas.
Lisette Verónica Talamantes.
Christian Joshua Montemayor.
Lluvia Abigail Ramirez.
Ivan Ernesto Franco.
Kate Paredes.
Ricardo Alberto Figueroa.
Davia Alexis Cervantes.
Brianna Nicole Benitez.
Alexandra Isabel Padilla.
Roberto Jesus Díaz.
Charisma Stewart.
Manuel Cruz.
Sebastian Zuniga.
Sebastián Raúl Carrillo.
Ayana Lasandra Quiroga. Sorry.
Moisés Melcor.
Carla Yoselin Herrera.
Melanie Barrett.
Pablo Castañeda.
Manuel Guadalupe Robles.
Ricardo Gonzalez.
José Luis Villavicencio.
Jacob Vidales.
Julian Luis Licea.
Erwin Aquario Jr.
Christian Castro.
Karime Adame.
Isaac Alejandro Colmenero.
Salma Ochoa.
Jacob Carlos Gonzalez.
Amada Marie Moran.
Victoria Fajardo Rojas.
Ricardo Gonzalez.
Leticia Gonzalez Diaz.
Diego Santiago Aguanda Falcon.
Daniel Del Ángel Ortega.
Melissa Godinez.
Nicholas Augustin Greer.
Natalie Baeza.
Ana Gabriel González.
Airam Isabel Oleta.
Alfonso Torres.
Areli Aguilar.
Marcos Rojas.
Anicia Endresi.
Rodolfo Rocha.
Vianey Ramírez.
Jonathan Loaiza.
Fabian Núñez.
Wilson Malgandis Ambat.
Serena Mena.
Sebastián Sánchez Chávez.
Diosema Saavedra.
Gustavo David González Hernández.
Brianna Cortés.
David Álvarez.
Rain Arabe.
Moisés Esteban Trujillo.
Alia Jenkins.
Juan Ángel Ahumada.
Isabel Lovelady.
Santiago Pinón de la Torre Jr.
Xavier Lomelí.
Christopher Reyes.
Fabian Apodaca.
Franz Timothy Magbanti Wakala.
Anthony Loza.
Adrián Barajas.
Fabian Vidrio.
Alejandro Emanuel Escalona.
Leticia Mora.
Sebastián Cázares.
Diana Maldonado.
Viviana Vázquez Molina.
Dallin Michael Henry Hurt.
Daniel Lamont Blake.
Patrick Tollinger Miana.
Eduardo Nicolás Ramos.
Regine Sasueta Williams Jr.
Andrés Delgadillo.
Adriel Lagda.
Sergio Estrada.
Raúl Romero.
Julian Hernández.
Brandon William Sweeney.
Carolina Alicia Páez Sánchez.
Roberto Carlos Becerra.
Carla Vázquez.
Joseph Pablo Fonseca.
Jennifer López Hernández.
Mario Adrián Padilla.
Nicolás Daniel Castilleja.
Francisco Buddy Sánchez.
Emanuel Benítez.
Roberto Porras.
Elías Devin García Buckner.
Jonathan Alvarado.
Judith Citlali Arellano.
Francisco Herrera.
Haley Renee Snow.
Jennifer Murillo.
Leslie Aviana Ceja.
Victor Antonio Bonilla.
Eric Alfredo Castillo.
Savannah Desiree Sandoval.
Julian Isaías Ochoa.
Christopher Alonso.
Javier Muñoz.
Ulises Sebastián Romero.
Daisy Monique Mendoza.
Alexis Diamante de Guzmán.
Miguel Ángel Reyes Flores.
Paola Yamelet Gurrola.
Esmeralda Aranda.
Kiara López Acosta.
Crystal Danielle Camarena.
Giselle Berum.
Diana Jael Meléndez.
Leilani Solís.
Crystal Sánchez.
Guadalupe Naomi Sotelo.
Viviana Alicia Quiroz.
Ailina Navar Ibarra.
Denise Guadalupe Sánchez.
Brandon Anthony Wells.
Melissa Giselle Rodriguez.
Christopher Ronald Shirey.
Estivalis Arrantz González.
Anthony David Vallejo.
Alondra Zafiro González.
Enrique Alonso.
Madeline Daira Barrios Pérez.
Melinda Valdez.
Brian Paolo Villegas.
Ulisa Denise Wright Easley.
Ivan Sai.
Melissa Lugo.
Kevin Salinas Abreu.
Ninoska Lara.
Enos Alesna.
Janelle Legaspi.
Daphne Red Ison.
Antoinette Denise Lorenzo.
Archivo Soriano Bolliger.
Allison Estrada Morales.
John Carlo Galuzzo.
Ulises Gomez.
Salman. Janitzi Salman.
Marino Covarrubias.
Ania Pimentel Tafoya.
Luis Javier Ayala.
Jacqueline Yvette Mota.
Carlos Ibarra.
Yamile Kevenelina Webb.
Eric Aguirre.
Marisol Morfin.
Javier Ari Nava.
Nancy Yvette Ramos Estrada.
Alejandra Ortiz.
Moisés Mora.
Janet Ruiz.
Gerardo Marquina Jr.
Destiny Gutierrez.
Aileen Machado.
Judith Rocha Mendoza. María Guadalupe Vielvaso Salas.
Leilani Isabel Machado.
Jacqueline Magana Roberts.
Miguel Miranda Jr.
Vanessa Wade Grande Sancho Amos.
Nikki Jade Reyes Yunast.
Kristen Carla Luna.
Charlene David.
Elijah Poe.
Erica Domanais.
Mexline Garcia.
Brion Dale Panessa Virug.
Mariana Gonzalez.
Ron Schaefer Ocampo David.
Lisbeth Nubia Ochoa.
Mark Hayes Jagoriles.
Rosalinda Jiménez Fortanel.
Charles John Kemwell.
Crystal Stephanie Cabrales Asensio.
Eduardo Esteban Trias Jr.
Alexandra Villanazul.
John Cedric Nisperos.
Diana Laura Juárez Velázquez.
John Paul Aro Arejado.
Kareli Ayala.
Ace Liam Ison.
Brenda Beatriz Castillo.
Carolyn Alberta Domingo.
Dulce Milagros Insunza Kennedy.
Charmaine Taboy Basilio.
Yajaira Janet Hernández.
Harold Colisao Dangle.
Sabrina Veronica Cruz Gonzalez.
Beverly Galang.
Mayra Estefania Navarro.
Alyssa Carol Rivera Castro.
Gypsy Manuel Cruz.
Nicole Jaca Cortez.
Jesús Antonio Borquez.
Benny John Macareg Galang.
Jason Nichols.
Ivan Antonio Santos Jr.
Ivan Anthony Urenda Jr.
Victor Anthony Chaires.
Nicolás Ramírez.
Luis Fernando Velasco.
Carlos David Flores Gómez.
María Álvarez.
Marcos González.
David León Castro.
George Villarreal.
Alexis Barrera.
Kevin Delgadillo.
Georgina Lisette Arreola.
Mo David González.
Alexis Sendejas Ulloa.
Juan Ahumada.
Marco Antonio Orantes.
Jasmine Alejandra Corona.
Lilian Contreras.
Yolanda Carmen Lara.
Mónica Berenice Barnes.
Amanda Gomez.
John Paul Hidalgo Rustia.
Wendy Denise Garcia.
Daniela Esmeralda Rosales Mata.
Elsie Casillas.
Ms. Lisette Tapia Duran.
Fernando Rodriguez Jr.
Yajaira Lucero Flores.
Miguel Ángel Figueroa.
Selena Salas.
Wendy Gómez Ramírez.
Eduardo Cortés Bermúdez.
Francisco Jonathan Alcantar.
Neil Ryan Pangolin.
Román Vidal Castro.
Juan José Jr. Méndez Torres.
Joshua Marmolejo.
Jaime Ramos de la Cruz Jr.
Luis Andrés Cisneros.
Luis Iván Lapuz Nueno.
Mayra Ayón.
Leila Isabel Nava de Romas.
Armand Samir Fountain.
April Micaela Venturoso.
Isaiah Mike Torres.
Students Nestor Aguayo Bejar.
Zion Fayay.
Alexis Lobatos.
Areli Yvonne González.
Adrian Amir Barba.
Lisette Bustos Torres.
Job Josué Granillo.
Jaylene Amarani González.
Michael Anthony Garcia Jr.
Carolina Fernández.
Miguel Alejandro Alani Cervantes.
Adriana Lisette Gutiérrez Mora.
Dan J. Buenaventura Coronado.
Jesús Enrique Tirado.
Julian Diane Ayala.
Ricardo Rivera Jr.
Janelle Agustín Arzobal.
Carlos Zamora.
Laisha Dayanara Rueda.
Arturo Garcidueñas Gómez.
Noli Bon Guerrero Parfina.
Reinaldo Jacobo López.
Taylor Lee Victoria Pineda.
Víctor Villarreal. Rodolfo Farías. Abril Galilla Montes. Denise Rivera. Alexis Ramírez. Elizabeth Chiquete. José de Jesús López. Stephanie Cuellar. Charity Rebecca Méndez. Allison Vargas. Destiny Racine. Akebulan. Luis Adrián Mejía. Daniel Morales. Francisco Gabriel Michael Jr. Celia Judith Aguilar. Jesús Daniel Ramos. Javier Jr. Salazar. Jesús Alexis Morales. Alexis Diaz. Israel Diaz. Julia Janet Barreda. Angel Giovanni Ayala. Madison and Jeanette Roman. Refugio Violeta Delgado. Areli Janine Castillo. Jason Lee West. Abraham Josué Lucas Palacios. Marlene Bañuelos Palacios. Johan Sandoval. Mario Andrés Salsueta. Hector Ivan Gabriel Mendez. Paul Alejandro Velázquez Jiménez. Carlos Medrano de la Cruz.
Seniors, it is now time for your 2018 ASB President Jose Estrada to lead you in the tassel ceremony.
Class of 2018. The turning of the tassel literally represents our transition from student to graduate. For each of us here today, it symbolizes our academic achievements and pride in what we have accomplished throughout our high school career. Good luck and best wishes to all of us as we perform this final act. Class of 2018, please stand. And join me in moving your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2018! Please remain standing for the alma mater.
I would like to invite our senior choir members to take their places to lead us in the final homage together as the class of 2018 to our alma mater, Sioux High. Alumni in the stands, we welcome you to please stand and join us.
Our
present to you the graduates of Sweetwater High School's class of 2018. Families and guests, we appreciate your cooperation in ensuring all graduates have a safe exit. Please remain in your seats as we wait for all graduates to exit the field and upon one set of stairs on the west end. Guests should not enter the field area. Graduates will exit behind the stage and up the stairs on the west side and join you outside in the parking lot J. Once again, thank you for your cooperation and support. Congratulations to the class of 2018. Good night.